Today on Moving Day, a family gets a complete change of lifestyle.
Oh, yeah, but look at the view, look.
And the view goes from this to this.
It's just green as far as the eye can see everywhere you look.
And why it doesn't always pay to have a little help from your friends.
So how's it been today, boys?
Nightmare.
Hasn't it?
Yeah, nightmare.
Hi there, welcome to Moving Day. Today we come to South Norwood in London to meet a family who are moving onwards, upwards and outwards.
They're leaving their compact and bijou three-bedroom property for a bigger and frankly better place 10 miles away in leafy Surrey.
Right, let's meet the movers.
Shall we, Sal?
This is the Goode family. Andrea and Jeff have been together for 16 years. Jeff works in security at the Tate Gallery and Andrea stays at home to look after the family. Nathan is 13 and twins Jessica and Jonathan are 9. Oh, and Charlie the parrot is 6.
They've been living in their small 1930s semi in the shadow of Crystal Palace football ground for 3.5 years. But they want a less urban lifestyle, cleaner air and better schools for their kids.
They're ready to get out of town and make a fresh start. So they're upping sticks for a new home in the Surrey town of Caterham.
It's us! Hi, I'm Jeff.
Hello,
This
Jeff.
is Andrea.
Hiya.
Christian had a nice cold drink.
Oh, that'd be great.
Cool you down.
Some excitement. That was great.
A bit of a mess. We've got boxes everywhere we're
boxes
moving and everything.
everywhere.
That's allowed, you see, because you're moving. You're allowed to be living in a mess just
Yeah.
now. So you're moving in 2 days' time.
Yes.
How organised are you?
Halfway. Oh, we got half of it packed up. The rest we're going to do tomorrow because you've got to leave the food out, kids' toys, PlayStations, otherwise they're going to be bored.
So you're actually sounding quite confident about your plan of attack here.
Yes, no problem
Yes.
at all. But it's such that. Remove them and do everything, I'll sit back with a cider.
That's one way of doing it. Who's doing the removing for you?
I've got a guy on an Andy, Dono from the pub.
OK, right, that sounds like I've got a theme going here. Well, I'm going to go and check and see if he's got his work cut out for him and see how good your packing was, all right? I'll see you in a bit.
So you've been in this house here for about 3.5 years. Tell me a bit about your time here. What have you actually done to the house?
We've done lots of work. We've done the kitchen, all the worktops up. So we've painted from, well, Andrew's painted from top to bottom. But we've got it the way we like it. But it's time for a change with
Isn't
the
that
kids.
funny? People always get the house to exactly how they like it. They
And move
spend a
along.
fortune getting all the beautiful blinds and the carpets. Then it's like, now we can move.
Sally's got some real competition today because we've got another noisy bird in the house. Hello there. Not saying anything at the moment, being quite quiet. Now, 5 people live in this house. There's a very, very small front room, quite compact. No wonder they're moving. Even though it's got a bay front window, which is a nice period feature, they've got the massive football stadium just up there, which just blocks out all the light. Not an ideal setting for me. That's because I'm a Spurs fan. Holmesdale Road provides a handy route for footy fans coming to and from the nearby train station on match days. And with a capacity of 26,000, it can get noisy.
We're living opposite Crystal Palace football grounds. When we first bought the place, we thought, it's not so much hassle. Because, like, just Saturday, you move your car just for the day. Then also, once you actually move in, you find out about the night games you didn't know about.
You're kidding? At night time as well?
So you've got to move your cars in the evenings. And
But if you didn't move your car, what would happen?
the police come along, they lift it up, and they just put it into any street they can find with a spare gap and leave it there.
But do you support Crystal Palace?
No, I'm afraid I'm a Tottenham supporter.
I thought, look at that, work of art going on there.
Now, the hallway is in the centre of the house, and it's the darkest part of the house. I hope the bedrooms are a little brighter than this area. Oh, this room has got to be the boys' rooms. We've got loads of films knocking about, loads of games for the games console, bunk beds, and a tribute to the mighty Tottenham Hotspur, the pride of North London. But there is a little feminine touch to this room as well. I happen to know that Jess is parked up in here temporarily whilst I'm using her room as a staging room for all the packing. There's a nice poster of Orlando Bloom there. Better keep Sally away from that.
Has that always been your dream then, to move to the countryside?
Because I'm probably brought up in a countryside-ish type. Yeah. So I just think it's better for the children. It's nice at school.
I've also lived in London, so it never bothered me.
Yeah. No, I just think it's nicer schools, nicer areas, and it's nice for the children to grow up in than here, isn't it, really?
Yeah. And finally to the tiny pink room at the end. This must have been Jess's old room. Everything looks boxed up and ready to go. Bit of a staging room, this one. And that just gives me a chance to go and catch up with Sally and see what she's up to. I'm not going back that way. I'm going to use the power of magic.
How did that happen?
Sally, that, my dear, is magic.
That's really cool. You must have had a great tour around the house to find such a cool toy.
Well, I had a quick wander round and I've seen that they're ready for the move. Tomorrow they can just finish off the last little bits of packing. Not a problem.
This is good news. I tell you what's not good news is living beside this big football stadium with all the noise coming over and match days. Horrific. Now, look, let's have one more go at this. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and... Why does it not work for me? Why are we still here?
So then, Jeff, that's what it looks like. Not from the inside of the house. That's massive, really, isn't it?
It's a big old place, you know what I mean?
I mean, this is the main ticket office, isn't it? Then you've got some of the gates here.
That's right,
so you must have people just milling around all the time.
Literally, like, football day is just crowds and crowds, like thousands of people just like taking the whole street up. And the thing is, when you wake up in the morning, you don't really be walking out and looking at a great monstrosity in front of you, you know?
Moving to the new place, obviously you're not going to have this.
No, not
across
at
the
all.
road.
Moving to a new place, I think the front garden is about 30, 40 foot above the road.
Wow.
So you can sit out in your front garden and all you look over is a valley.
Oh,
so all you see is that houses in the distance. You ain't got no worry about the cars going past, people going past. So it's going to be so much nicer. And what they've done, one corner of the front garden, they put that wood chipping down. So you've got tables and chairs out the front there.
You've got it all planned up here, haven't you?
Yeah. The barbecue right next to the house in the alleyway.
Every Saturday afternoon you'll be able to watch the telly, watch the results come in, sit in the garden with a quiet drink.
And I'll put down a local pub to do that.
Okay.
Now, Andrew, the kitchen, can I just say perhaps a slight bit of procrastination going on here because there's still quite a lot to be done, isn't there?
Yeah, there's still a lot of packing to do. There's still lots of bits left on the sides and obviously, but still things in the cupboard, as you can see.
There I go into this cupboard. Now, look at this. The door doesn't actually... It doesn't shut.
It's bulging to get out.
It's not flush, because look at that. You know, that's making full use of that cupboard, isn't it?
It is.
Now, what about all your white goods? Your washing machine, your fridge freezer? What's coming with you to the new house?
Washing machine we're taking with us and dishwasher and all of the appliances. The kitchen's it's narrower than what we've got now, so we're going to have to get low-level freezer and a fridge to actually go underneath in the kitchen. So there's space for them, so because that just won't fit in there, so we're going to get rid of that.
It's a shame you can't sort of slice it in half.
Yeah.
Or a separate fridge and freezer could make perfect housewarming prezzies. But not before we've packed up the non-perishables, and even these have sell-by dates.
Look at this, February 2002. I'm throwing this now into the bin. That's way out of date as well, I'm sorry.
Okay, this one's October 96. That's a good one.
There's a 1999 for you. I mean, I know it's some kind of special thing from a Chinese market, but the white melon seeds could actually poison someone at this rate.
Okay, well, should we just bin?
Right, come on then, Jeff, lead me down the garden path.
So get down to the shed.
So is this your little hideaway down here?
This is my node. Too full of rubbish to be a hideaway.
Rubbish. Come on, let's have a look inside then. What have you got in there?
I really got a big shock.
I've got to say, it's quite compact. Is this your handiwork?
Yes.
That's not bad, is it?
Solid. I think that's the only thing that's keeping the shed up.
You really? I think so, yeah. It looks like it's seen a few better days. A bit wobbly. And this looks quite organised because you've got all your little tubs and everything.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, would you know what's in them all?
Well, I actually got it all out the other week to try and make some sort of sense out of it all. So come when we move, there are things all together.
I think you're just showboating now. Let's test you. Right, this one here. What's in here? Without even looking.
Come
on, what's in there?
Decorating brush and a hammer.
Hammer. That's 1 point. And a trowel. Looks like that's seen better days. What is it about garages, attics and sheds? They're always left to the last minute. Still, with the help of the kids, we should be able to sort it on moving day.
Right, look at this, very impressive. Everyone is packing in this room. This is boys' room, is that correct?
Yes.
Right. So
Us.
this is for you two, okay.
Yeah.
And who sleeps in the top bunk?
I sleep at the top bunk.
Right.
Me and John sleeps at the bottom.
So you're actually bedless at the moment. You have no bed, but you're having to share the bed over there.
Yes.
Is there any arguments in the evening during this time? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Now, here John's definitely nodding his head there. What are the arguments about?
Because he started fighting at me and keep on screaming. She's always laughing and I can't get to sleep.
Giggling at night. But the good thing is when you get to the new house, you're going to have your own room, aren't you?
Yes.
And what else are you excited about the new house?
New schools. It's got a swimming pool indoors, which my school hasn't got. So I've got a swimming pool, better athletics, better PE and everything like that, and bigger classrooms and more activities to do and more classes. So it's supposed to be better.
And what about you, John? What are you excited about the most?
We've got a forest in the back of our garden, and I don't really know what I'm going to see in there. So I can find out creatures that I've never seen before and stuff like that.
So you've got so much to look forward to. New house, new friends, new school.
Are you moving?
New bed. I'm not moving, but I'm going to be moving with you on moving day. I'll be here helping you out. Right, come on, Gav, what do you reckon? Is it a good move or a bad move for the Good family?
Sal, it's all good. It's good that they're leaving this monstrosity of a football ground behind them, and it'll be especially quiet when they're moving to on match day. Well, everything sounds sorted. What about the housewarming gift?
Ah, now there's a point. There's been a bit of an issue, I think, with the fridge freezer in the new kitchen. It's not going to fit. You know what I'm saying? Have a think about that one.
Well, what can we do then?
Well, we can either slice it in half or buy them a new one. It's up to you. What do you reckon?
Coming up, what happens when you ask a drinking buddy to do your house move?
Did he tell you about those steps?
He didn't, no, I've been conned.
But nothing's going to dampen Andrea's day.
We've been through 6 months of hell and we're here, aren't we? I just can't believe we're here.
It's the morning of the Good family's moving day. They are leaving the hallowed ground here at Crystal Palace for a lot more peace and space in Caterham.
Now, Sal, we've got to be on the ball today. It's a difficult move. We've got to go out there and give 110%.
Oh, yes, you know what they say. It's a game of two halves.
But, Sal, what position should you play?
So all the cupboards are empty.
Good morning. How are we all? Happy moving day to you all.
Thank you very much.
You're looking quite organised. Andrea, how are you? Oh, you look like you're a bit stressed there.
No, I'm fine. It's a bit stressed last night, but I'm fine now.
What was going through your mind last night?
Just making sure we've got everything together, make sure we've got our little bits and pieces, and, you know, it's just thinking of everything, really.
Right, what can we do to help?
There's just a few jobs in the shed to do, bits and pieces to pull out. Gavin, you could do that.
Take the shelves down the shed and the bunk beds.
No problem.
Yeah,
And
just
that's it,
undo a
really.
few screws on the bunk, and that's it.
The removal team are here to start the job, and the boss is Jeff's mate Andy from his local pub.
I suppose it's slightly different for doing it from a friend and a customer, because obviously I'm going to go and see him again afterwards, so it's a load of rubbish. He's going to turn around and tell me it's a load of rubbish. But there's lots of free points afterwards, so that's the
Just had a word with Andy. This is going to be the last room to be packed up and loaded onto the van. Everything here looks very, very straightforward. One thing I have noticed, all the electrical items, all bubble wrapped up so they won't get damaged. That's a really good idea. But all the leads and cables are inside and taped to each package. That'll save you losing them for a quick setup at the other end. Really good idea.
Right, I'm ready for a bit of cleaning action. And if I was a really nice person, I might just clean the family's fridge freezer. But between you and me, they won't be needing that when they get to the new house. So I'm just going to clean the microwave oven because that's what Andrea's asked me to do.
Now the shed's empty, Gav can crack on with dismantling Jeff's shelving, procured from the Tate Gallery where he works.
They were refurbing it all, so it was all coming out. So they was all being skipped. So I said to a couple of guys, you know, do you mind if I have a little bit of my shed indoors? And they were quite sweet, so it was all going to be thrown away skipped, so let's, you know, help yourself.
That's a massive waste throwing all this. It's really good shelving.
Terrific stuff, really is good gear.
Couldn't bring us a Lowry or something home from work, could you?
I don't know if it'll fit me jumper, like they're a bit long. This is that.
Right, okay? Yeah. Right, lift your end up a bit. Going through this amazing undergrowth. This is getting Jeff used to being in Surrey.
Attractive. Andy and his gang are done. The Good's old house is stripped bare in 3.5 hours. It's the end of an era for the Goods.
Are you sad to say goodbye at all?
No, I'm not going to miss none of this traffic. I'm not going to miss none of this football on Saturday and the evening matches.
No moving cars.
Lovely.
Brilliant, isn't it? Looking forward to our new house now,
all
aren't
that
we?
oxygen off the trees around there and...
Lovely.
Rural Surrey. It's going to be a better life,
Surrey,
isn't
proper
it?
cider.
Proper cider.
Well, Lou, shall we go? Shall we go to the new house?
Yeah,
Let's all
Let's
go.
do it. Come on.
The Goods have sold their 3-bedroom semi-detached home in London's South Norwood for £175,000.
And they've bought a much more spacious 3-bedroom semi 10 miles away in Caterham for £195,000.
Oh, wow, look.
Hey, look at all this greenery.
Isn't this just gorgeous?
Yeah, the sun's shining as well.
gorgeous.
So what more could you want?
I love it here. Oh, the view. Look
Isn't
at
it?
that. It's really tremendous.
Oh, wow. Bathroom. Oh, look.
Oh, look, it's Carl. Isn't that fantastic?
Look at these.
Oh, yeah, but look at the view.
It's just green as far as the eye can see everywhere you look.
With all this greenery, space and light, this place really is a world away from their old home and their old life in South London.
To the Good family, we hope you all enjoy living in your new home. We have had several wonderful years here. All the best from the Warner family.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't it? Nice of them. Very nice of them.
As a list of things.
Oh, it says be careful when putting things under the sink not to knock the waste pipes. Can cause family friction. You're like a small child, Andrew. You're so visibly relieved to be here, aren't you?
It's like we've been through 6 months of hell and we're here, aren't we? I just can't believe we're here.
Well done.
Jeff and Andy are buddies from the local pub. While discussing the house move over a pint or two, it seems Jeff forgot to mention the tricky access issue.
Right.
Did he tell you about those steps?
He didn't, no, I've been conned.
I noticed the lads you got working for you are starting to breathe a bit more freely. I don't know if that's the country air or those steps.
And already Andy's upset one of the Goods' new neighbours.
Thank you very much.
Just had a bit of a run-in with one of the neighbours. The complaint is obviously because we're parked near a garage. Can't get it. It's one of those unfortunate things, one of those small roads. It's one of those things, and you try and talk, and it's getting a little bit heated, shall we say. It's just one of those things that we face day in and day out.
Well, I'm going to keep out of everyone's way and explore the back garden with the lads.
So, boys, what do you reckon in your garden?
Great.
Nathan, you first, what do you reckon?
Great, massive. You couldn't play football because you end up going down a hill and breaking your neck, but it's quite good. It's big space. Probably build your own little house down here.
I reckon those woods at the back there. Think about this, Johnny, right? Little playhouse right at the back there, almost like a cabin. Little gate in the back fence, you can go up there and play in the woods. And this up here can be a no-girl zone as well, can't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, right, I think she knows about it.
Back at the trucks, Andy's saying it with flowers, and I'm getting the lowdown on the earlier showdown.
I got out of the car a bit ratty and tired to find a big van parked outside with a big man in it.
It was me.
Oh, even worse.
I then decided to be a bit mouthy, and there was
What
a
did you
few
say?
words. Well, I just said to him it would have been polite to ask. So there was a few words. My daughter joined in. I stomped off. Well, I went indoors and I thought, this is stupid. So I thought the best way is bring the dog out for a walk. So I brought him down. The gentleman had his van door open. So I said, go on, Bella, fetch him. Well, she wouldn't fetch anything. She's too old. And he jumped in and we're now the best of friends, I hope.
Yeah, she gave me a good fight, I must admit. But there you go. All in a day's work.
Welcome to the nightmare, which is Jess's room. We've got to put the bed together. It's in about 150 pieces and in 3 boxes. And it's got to be put together so the little princess can sleep this evening. This should be fun.
It's a £400 deluxe, easy-to-assemble model. So I ought to be able to build it while the last bits and pieces come off the van. Who said instructions are for idiots?
There we go, 1 cabin bed, all complete. And it was harder than I thought.
Lovely scene of relaxation. Can I squeeze in any room with you boys?
There you can.
Room for a little one, as they say.
Come on, Jeff.
So how's it been today, boys?
Nightmare.
Hasn't it?
Yeah, nightmare.
Nightmare.
Yeah, it's a bit harder than the normal move, isn't it, really? So, because normally you can go straight off one van, straight through the door, but no, Jeff, we have to go for a hike.
It's actually a bit tricky because obviously, you know, Jeff and Andy, you're good friends. Do you feel that friendship can continue now after today's nightmare move?
Yeah, I can't see why. Nothing 10 pints won't kill.
Yeah, exactly. I think
It's going to cost me a few bob on...
yeah, they're going to be expecting a big tip, aren't they,
it's
Jeff?
cool, so I'll look at the boys.
And Charlie settling into his new home, just like Mum.
Still excited though. I'm just like, I'm here. I just can't believe I'm here, you know. It's just been a long haul and we just got to the end of it now and I'm just pleased. I'm pleased. Nice glass of wine, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Put your head back on that pillow and take a deep breath and just see what it would be like just to relax for 2 seconds. Isn't that nice?
Lovely.
Take a deep breath.
She's going to need more than 40 winks to cope with all this unpacking tomorrow. But at least you'll have somewhere to chill that glass of wine. Are you ready? Here is your housewarming gift. Ta-da!
Oh, lovely.
It is a beautiful fridge. And look, it fits in the kitchen.
Very
That
nice.
is not all, because we've actually bought you a little freezer that fits in just over there.
Really?
But unfortunately, it's not been delivered yet. It's been delivered to your old address, we think. But don't panic. We promise it will be here first thing tomorrow.
Brilliant.
And look, we've also got some champagne. So let's go outside and toast your new home, shall we?
Congratulations and welcome to Caterham.
And to the boys in the back.
Well, that's it from today's moving day here in Caterham, Surrey.
Now, if you're about to move house and you're looking for a bit of inspiration to get it right, then why not check out our website? It's itv.com/moving day.
So from the Good family and a good move here in Caterham, goodbye.
Since moving day, the family are enjoying peaceful Saturdays without the football crowds. And after that slightly tricky start, they're making friends with all the neighbours.